From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
The winter storm Jonas has left some Arizona high school students in Washington, D.C. after the March for Life. Vandalism, theft, and negativity won't stop one Valley congregation from spreading their support of the Black Lives Matter movement, hoping that the third time's the charm when it comes to their newest Black Lives Matter banner. The recapture of drug lord El Chapo Guzman comes at a time when TV shows about narco culture are on the rise. But how accurate are these portrayals?
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Jackie Padilla.
And I'm Jesse Schultz. Thanks for joining us. Millions along the East Coast are starting to make their way home after Winter Storm Jonas left its mark this weekend. At least 37 people have died, and tens of thousands are stranded and snowbound, including some Arizonans in the nation's capital. Cronkite News reporter Lauren Clark is live in our Washington bureau with the latest.
Now, while the weather here may be frigid, the spirit of these students stuck in the snowstorm is anything but.
When students from Valley Catholic High Schools came to DC for March of Life, they had one wish.
We were all hoping a little bit to see some falling snow.
But some falling snow turned into one of the biggest blizzards the area has ever seen.
Since arriving Friday, Storm Jonas has been responsible for dozens of deaths, and its aftermath has piled 20 to 30 inches of snow in Washington, making it next to impossible to get out of town.
That's the case for these students and their chaperone, as the crew had their Sunday flight back to Phoenix canceled.
There's piles of snow everywhere, as tall as us.
Instead, the students hunkered down in the hotel with some interesting arrangements.
Sharing 3 hotel rooms, and with 8 people, it's a lot.
And dining options.
One meal a day, we kind of go out and have a hot meal. Otherwise, we're eating cheese and crackers or cereal.
Many are passing time working on schoolwork in the lobby. And of course, enjoying the occasional snow fight.
I literally can't get out of this.
Something they don't get to see back home in the desert.
It's very cold. I've never worn so many layers. 5 pairs of pants. That's pretty crazy.
But when they come home to Phoenix, they will come back with much more than wet snow clothes.
Once or twice I've been up north in Arizona and see some snow on the ground, maybe a couple inches, but this has been something I'll never forget.
Now, while only a few flights were able to escape the DC area today, a spokesman for the Washington Airport Authority told me that they will start tomorrow in earnest. And that's just in time for these students to finally head home. Reporting live in Washington, Lauren Clark, Cronkite News.
Arizonans marched in the nation's capital this weekend despite the dangers from Winter Storm Jonas. Cronkite News reporter Samantha Witherwax brings us details from the March for Life.
The near-record blizzard that hit Washington was still only a threat on Friday, but that didn't prevent thousands of people from turning out for the March for Life rally, including a number of Arizonans.
I'm a little bit nervous. Everyone's talking about this blizzard, and I'm from Arizona.
The snow eventually started coming down, but for pro-life activist Susan French, the cause was too important for the weather to matter.
I turned from pro-choice to pro-life way back with my 3rd child, 5 months along. The baby died. I delivered. I saw the baby. I said, this is not a blob of tissue. This is a real baby. And I went literally overnight from pro-choice to pro-life.
Many people believe that today's technology is the reason why the younger generations have been more involved than ever before.
I think there's going to be a tide of change with the young people that are becoming involved.
John Jakubczyk has been coming to the march for 30 years, but he says that he's also seen a wave of a younger generation joining in.
The thing about the pro-life movement is we're getting stronger, we're getting younger, and it's very exciting.
Even students from St. Mary's High School traveled across the country to stand up for what they believed in.
I really believe that this is the pro-life generation, and young people believe in supporting women and supporting life, and it's time to do this. We're ready.
It's important for us to be here because we have to show that we actually care about everyone's life, and that we need to be a the voice for everybody.
This year marked the 42nd annual March for Life protest and the 43rd anniversary of the Supreme Court's Roe v. Wade ruling that recognized a woman's right to an abortion. In Washington, I'm Sammy Witherwax, Cronkite News.
The deadline to sign up for the healthcare marketplace is fast approaching. That deadline is January 31st. Reporter Julia Thatcher learned from the U.S. Surgeon General that 190,000 people in Phoenix alone are eligible for coverage through exchanges, but still don't have insurance.
Cover Arizona is a coalition working to increase health coverage. People can sign up online, but the group has also been holding open enrollment events in the community.
And this time, even the U.S. Surgeon General was in town, assisting in an open enrollment event, signing up people for Affordable Care Act plans. According to Cover Arizona, in Arizona, the minimum penalty for individuals not having insurance starts at $695. The coalition says 2 out of 4 Arizonans will pay $50 or less per month for health insurance. Coverage, the Surgeon General says, is worth the cost.
We have to do everything we can to get people covered. For me, this is personal because of what I've seen in the clinic and the hospital. But as Surgeon General as well, my responsibility is to look out for the health of everyone in America, and this is one of the most important things that Americans can do.
Congressman Ruben Gallegos' office helped organize the event and special visit. Gallegos said he got involved to serve his constituents, but also because he knows firsthand the struggle to pay for coverage.
For me personally, growing up, we were on and off health insurance for many years. And I had to see my mom sacrifice trying to figure out how to either pay for health insurance, or sometimes we had to go without it. It's something that I think is extremely important, and I just want to make sure everyone has the opportunity, and we should take advantage of it.
This is a community responsibility, and we have to look out for each other. We have to take care of each other.
In Phoenix, Julia Thatcher, Cronkite News. National School Choice Week begins today as one of the largest education-related events in U.S. history. There will be more than 16,000 events nationwide, with about 600 happening here in Arizona. The events will be open houses, roundtable discussions, and celebrations at schools. Thousands of people are expected to attend a school choice rally at the Arizona State Capitol on the morning of January 29th. Governor Doug Ducey will speak at the rally, along with representatives from all the different schooling options the state has to offer. Arizona is the largest school choice state in the country.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but some Valley residents are focusing on one word today at a rally protesting a racist photo gone viral. Students and community leaders gathered in a nonviolent protest called the #ConfrontRacism rally. The protest happened outside Desert Vista High School, where 6 students were recently pictured wearing t-shirts spelling out a racial slur. Prominent Arizona civil rights activist Reverend Jarrett Maupin will be speaking at the demonstration. He said in a statement, "We are protesting because Black students' lives matter. Racism has no place in any public school in America." The protest featured students and parents directly affected by the image. Activists also presented a letter to the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Civil Rights, demanding federal intervention and new education programs to combat racism. Desert Vista High School isn't the only place in Arizona caught in a battle against racism. Reporter Sydney Glenn spoke with one Valley church that isn't giving up the fight, even though they've been victims of vandalism and theft.
Even coming up as a question in the most recent Democratic debate, here in Arizona, one Valley church wants to keep the conversation going as they hung their 3rd Black Lives Matter banner.
Valley Unitarian Universalist congregation is hoping that the 3rd time is the charm when it comes to their Black Lives Matter banner.
The banner is our way of saying that we're here to stay.
The last 2 banners fell victim to vandalism and theft, but fear won't stop them because this banner is more than just a symbol to the church.
What's happened to us is just very small compared to what's happened in America to Black lives.
If this banner has the same fate as the others, it'll be replaced too. People gathered around to do more than just see the new banner, but to talk about what it means.
This is people keeping the conversation alive about injustice in this world and paying attention to the need to create love, compassion, and understanding.
People from all walks of life attended the ceremony, passionate about the movement.
Who think that, oh, I'm not a racist, but I'm also not going to advocate for Black Lives Matter or for other movements that advocate racial tolerance and justice. then they're just part of the problem.
The ceremony ended with the new banner filled with signatures, but not everyone supports this controversial movement.
Some negative, for sure. Vandalism and theft, of course, pretty negative stuff. But there's been a lot of positive too, and we think that's going to grow.
If you take a look here at Google Trends, over the past year, the term racism, which you can see here in red, has remained fairly consistent, but the search for the phrase Black Lives Matter, which is here in blue, is on the rise, even surpassing in some cases. In the newsroom, Sydney Glenn, Cronkite News.
Coming up on Cronkite News, Arizona's aerospace industry could be taking off thanks to a big move by one company. Why the unveiling today of a new jet could aid the state's aviation industry and cause employment opportunities to soar.
And state officials are working to make Arizona's roads safer. Find out how they are working with trucking companies to make this happen.
The true measure of all our actions is how long the good in them lasts.
This is who I am, where I'm from.
If you're on the right side of history, you can accomplish anything.
It's a connection between your present and your past.
Come this way. This is good. This is very good.
We are attempting to fulfill the promise of America.
The stories about who we are shape us.
This chance to go through a time machine.
Good heavenly days.
We should know our history.
It informs, but it doesn't constrict you.
It's a framework to carry out human activity.
The sky is the limit.
It started a long time ago.
Looking for a fun and exciting way to support your favorite program on Arizona PBS? It's as easy as picking up your phone and texting FRIEND to 77948 right now. One simple click and you are ready to make your safe and secure donation using PayPal or your credit card. No phone call needed, and all of your donation will go to support your favorite program here on Arizona PBS. Don't delay. Text FRIEND to 77948 today.
A new line of private jets was just unveiled in Phoenix, and they could be a boost to our economy. James Ehrlich joins us live with how this could improve our ranking in the aerospace employment industry.
Arizona ranked 4th in the nation for aerospace as well as aviation employment before the release. So that ranking might improve with this new line of aircraft. Honda Aircraft Company's CEO Michimaso Fujino came down to the desert to show off the new Honda aircraft line. William Cutter, who's in charge of their Southwest dealership, says he's impressed by the new features.
This is our aircraft as a demonstrator, as the dealer in the Southwest United States. A lot of the new designs that Mr. Fujino designed in are designed for efficiency, quietness, creature comfort, things that are not on any other airplanes now.
An increase in sales could benefit the Valley. Phoenix Council members say this will usher in a generation of high-wage jobs benefiting chief pilots like Hall Llewellyn.
I found out that I was going to be our chief pilot and that was going to be my role moving forward with our dealership about 2.5 years ago. So it's been a long time in the making, and it's a real pleasure to be part of this and easily one of the greatest honors of my life.
The company says it's focused on creating state-of-the-art features, which are bringing in customers.
Well, the Honda Jet is the world's most advanced light jet. It's a small jet, relatively speaking, but it packs an incredible amount of performance, comfort, and Honda quality as well.
Cutter Aviation says what really sets this aircraft apart is its on-wing engine. This creates a quieter cabin space, which is pleasant for both passengers and the pilot. With the placement of the engine, it allows for more cabin space and lavatory rooms as well, and is piquing the interest of potential buyers. Those planes don't come cheap. One of the new Honda aircraft goes for $5 million. In Phoenix, I'm James Ulrich, Cronkite News.
Arizona plans to use federal grant money to pay for the installation of sensors on 4 Interstate 15 bridges. The Arizona Department of Transportation says the sensors, funded by a $768,000 Federal Highway Administration grant, will record, analyze, and share data to help engineers safely identify problems. The sensors will be installed in a remote corner of the state on 2 bridges in Virgin River Gorge and 2 bridges in the gorge's outer reaches.
There are more than 9,000 trucking companies in Arizona, and 85% of our state's communities depend on commercial vehicles to move their goods and products. That's why safety around these vehicles is key. Cronkite News reporter Johnny Soto went to the state capitol today to get more details on a safety campaign.
Nationally, the U.S. government spends about $7.5 billion on commercial vehicle safety. In 2013, the fatal crash rate for trucks was at 1.44 per million vehicle miles traveled. This rate has dropped by 39.2% since 2006.
If it got to you, it came on a truck.
On hand at the Capitol today were 20 different commercial vehicles with a focus on safety, like highlighting blind spots and watching speed. The state of Arizona also had a program to enforce safe driving for both commercial and consumer vehicles called Targeting Aggressive Cars, or TAC. DPS Captain Brian Preston oversees this operation and has noticed a change in numbers.
We were actually seeing a reduction, almost 25% reduction in collisions, serious or fatal collisions involving commercial vehicles, which tells us that I think that our efforts to address that type of driving, aggressive driving by either the truck driver or the passenger car motorist, is paying off.
Another key for drivers, create a distance for semi-trucks. Experts told me that even on a nice dry day, it takes more than 300 feet. That's the length of a football field for a truck on the freeway to come to a complete stop. In the broadcast center, Johnny Soto, Cronkite News.
A new program will give Phoenix drivers with past due traffic fines a way to pay those debts and get back on the road. The Phoenix Municipal Court will allow people to make small initial payments on debts while waiving most collection costs. The court will then help drivers establish payment plans within their financial reach. Driving privileges will return once that initial payment occurs.
Coming up on Cronkite News,
television shows on narco culture are dominating ratings, just as the infamous drug lord El Chapo Guzman has been recaptured. But these portrayals may not be as real as we think.
the spirit of the Old West is returning to Tombstone after the town decided to lift its ban on gunfights during reenactments. Under one condition, the documents you'll need before hosting a Western shootout.
In the middle of rather a drama.
I've been thinking about the circumstances of the crime and the nature of love.
It's romantic, is it? Isn't it?
Seems to me as if the answer is right in front of you.
I'm a high-functioning sociopath.
You are being irrational.
Need to go.
Will you do a blood test?
No.
You want to hit me now?
Do you think that makes me a wicked woman, sister?
Will the prisoner rise? There is only one thing I would like. Pain.
Sex?
Heartbreak.
Or love? Oh, yummy. Stop it!
Papa? Is everything all right in there?
This is a box that showed you a world beyond your own. It was just a box, but the world has changed, and so have we. And now the box can be almost any size or shape. And you decide what you want to explore. Anytime, any place. Break out of the box with PBS.
A House committee is set to hear a bill that would allow Arizona cities, towns, and counties to regulate sober living homes. Representative Noel Campbell from Prescott proposed the measure that allows local authorities to register sober living homes, adopt health and safety standards, and set management qualifications. It would also give them the authority to shut down the homes that violate these regulations. Campbell ran a similar bill that failed to pass in the Senate last session. The bill regulated sober living homes through the Department of Health Services.
Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto says he's ordering officials to accelerate the extradition of drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman to the United States. It's the latest turn in a saga that's playing out a lot like entertainment. Cronkite News reporter Mauricio Casillas compares what's in your Netflix queue to reality.
News that actor Sean Penn met with El Chapo while the drug lord was on the run could be the plot for a growing number of hit TV shows about narcos airing now. While fans binge watch, critics say the shows glamorize drug lords and downplay the real-life consequences. Popular shows La Reina del Sur, or Queen of the South, El Señor de los Cielos, or Lord of the Skies,
The man who sparked the drug war.
and the Netflix series Narcos,
Pablo Escobar.
depict the flashy and violent lifestyles of cartel leaders. But critics say it's only part of the story.
People have been dying, killed as a result of the drug-related violence.
Anthropologist Maria Cruz Torres does research in the Mexican state Sinaloa, the birthplace of Mexico's cartels and location where El Chapo was recaptured.
People say, well, we're tired of all these killings. I mean, you took a lot of the women, they would say, you know, we're tired.
Among the victims, two of Torres' research associates. Her husband, another ASU professor, has also witnessed the bloodshed while conducting research in Mexico.
I've seen outside of Mazatlan heads on pikes. How many Americans have seen heads on pikes? None.
But even so, fans cannot seem to get enough of shows like Narcos. 23-year-old Ivan Mendoza binge-watched the first season.
As everybody knows, drug cartels are bad, but in this case, they're trying to show you a different point of view of that, so that's why I got hooked.
Shows about narco culture like the ones produced by Telemundo have been extremely successful. Over 3 million people tuned in to watch the season 3 premiere of El Señor de los Cielos last April, making it the highest watched show here in Phoenix, regardless of language, for people ages 18 through 49.
It became one of the most popular telenovelas here in the United States, but also glorifies the activity, the narco activity and the narcos, you know. So it is a contradiction.
Now, contradiction or not, these stories sell. Actor Armie Hammer just bought the rights to the life story of La Barbie, a Texas-born, blue-eyed, blonde-haired drug trafficker. In the broadcast center, I'm Mauricio Casillas, Cronkite News.
Sonora is moving forward with initiatives to boost tourism despite last week's U.S. State Department's Mexico travel warnings. Among the plans, new flights to coastal resorts San Carlos and Rocky Point, and a long-term plan to upgrade the highway leading to Nogales, a border city struggling to attract visitors. Tourism in the border city of Nogales has seen a decrease of over 5 million visitors since 2008. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, not helping the numbers, last week's travel warning issued after a spike in homicide numbers throughout Mexico and Sonora, especially near the Nogales area. Despite the warning, Mexican tourism officials are partnering with Arizona to increase traffic to the country. Full details of the initiatives are to be released in the weeks to come. To follow along with the plans and learn more, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.
Old West reenactments will be returning to Tombstone, Arizona after a 3-month ban on gunfights was lifted. Mayor Dusty Escapul called for the ban after one of the actors was shot by a live round during a performance in October. The city of Tombstone passed an ordinance today that requires businesses to obtain permits in order to perform the shooting reenactments. The Cochise County Attorney's Office is still deciding if charges will be brought against the actor who shot the live round.
The Cardinals' no-fly zone didn't fly this weekend as the team fell to the Carolina Panthers 49-15. Though the Cards will not be heading to the Super Bowl, head coach Bruce Arians is finding the positives at his season wrap-up news conference.
We are here tonight to explore tough issues.
You've got to have people around you who aren't just laying rose petals in front of your way. And I kid you not, this is true.
Trust is everything.
This has been so much fun.
It's about reaching people.
There are more players on the world stage. The issues are more complex.
We ask the questions that take us closer to the truth.
What happened and what might happen.
Because that's what we do.
Would you like doing something like I do?
I couldn't do this. I'm not qualified.
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Hi, I'm Charlie Rose. As part of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU, Arizona PBS is providing a state-of-the-art venue for the next generation of journalists. From newsrooms in Washington, Los Angeles, and here in Phoenix, students engage in real-time, real-world news reporting, broadcast production, and online innovation. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS working together in new ways to bridge the classroom to the community in the digital age.
The Cardinals will not be attending Super Bowl 50 after a tough loss to the Carolina Panthers. Quarterback Carson Palmer, who had a dislocated finger during the NFC Championship game, announced he will not attend the Pro Bowl to allow his hand to heal. The Cardinals finished the season 14-4, a franchise record. Head coach Bruce Arians decided to focus on the highlights of the season rather than the ending.
Big plays, big games. I thought our team grew dramatically from last year to this year. Hopefully we can make that next step next year by learning from this.
While most of the team will head into the offseason, 7 cards were chosen for the Pro Bowl in Hawaii, including Larry Fitzgerald, Calais Campbell, and Patrick Peterson.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's later on PBS NewsHour.
I'm Hari Srinivasan on the next NewsHour, a wrap-up of the weekend's campaign events on the political trail. 1 week before Iowa votes. That's Monday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.